What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another Four Corners for today's 11-game NBA main slate, courtesy of Awesemo.com and presented by Super Draft. We've got ourselves almost a dozen games today, so there's going to be a lot of options in front of us. Let's get some positive energy going right now, and please hit that like button. If you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus, courtesy of Super Draft, like the video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. Nobody got Corey Joseph yesterday, so we're over on the week. Get back on track today by liking the video and commenting your top value play down below. But as always, we've got no time to waste here in the Four Corners, so let's get right into it, starting with our first corner of the top owned plays, in DeJounte Murray in a matchup at Washington, which there are 119.5 implied points for San Antonio. Murray has 27% expected ownership on Draftkings, while have 18% on FanDuel. Murray's price is low, with a pace-up spot to benefit his rebounding and assist numbers, as well as the possibility of seeing an extra minute or two with Derek White ruled out. And Taurean Prince versus Charlotte looks like he'll have some ownership, with 111.8 implied points for Brooklyn. Prince has 27% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 46% on FanDuel. Prince's price seems viable going against Charlotte's poor 110 defensive efficiency rating, despite a few down games in a row, with a ton of usage to go around, thanks to Kyrie Irving sidelined again today. And another guy who should have some ownership is Andre Drummond in a match with Chicago, in which there are 109.5 implied points for Detroit. Drummond has 24% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 37% on FanDuel. Chicago allows opponents rebounds at 47% of possessions, and Drummond is priced to account for what Blake Griffin takes off the table with their shared court time. And now into our next corner of the top value plays on the slate, starting with Larry Nance in a matchup at Miami, in which there are 101.3 implied points for Cleveland. Nance will start for Tristan Thompson, and he's one of few decent values on the slate who just had 30 fantasy points in 22 minutes versus the same Miami team within the last week. And Kobe White versus Detroit looks like decent value, with 110.5 implied points for Chicago. Kobe's had 13 shots in his last 7 games, and he faces a Detroit team that allows 48% shooting from the floor as well as 38% from deep, and he's shown the ability to heat up and earn more minutes if he's shooting well. And PJ Washington at Brooklyn also looks like decent value, with 107.8 implied points for Charlotte. Washington's price has dropped with foul trouble and a blowout limiting his minutes last game versus Toronto, but in a pace-up spot against the bad Brooklyn defense, he should be able to get back on track. And for our next corner, here are some of the studs to consider on today's slate, starting with Luka Doncic in the matchup versus Golden State, in which there are 116.3 implied points for Dallas. The 14-point spread favoring Dallas on a back-to-back for Golden State is a bit of a risk, but Luka would initiate any blowout, and he continues to dominate with a price too low on Draftkings in particular. Bradley Beal versus San Antonio could also be a good stud to consider, with 117.5 implied points for Washington. Beal is capable of big upside to game where San Antonio projects to stay competitive, while they have a worse than people realize 110 defensive efficiency rating while playing with decent pace. And another stud who's always in consideration is Giannis Antetokounmpo in a matchup in Atlanta, in which there are 121 implied points for Milwaukee. There's blowout risk here too, with an 11-point spread favoring Milwaukee on the road, but if Jabari Parker's in, playing Giannis and a game stack could be an interesting move in the hope that the game does stay close. And now for our last corner, some of the lower owned dart throws, including Joel Embiid in a matchup versus the Knicks, in which there are 112.5 implied points for Philadelphia. The Knicks have no natural match for Joel Embiid, and he projects well with a high price that'll see him at less than under 5% ownership, and he should have some extra usage as well with Josh Richardson out. A real flimsy lower owned dart throw is Daniel Gafford in a matchup versus Detroit, in which there are 110.5 implied points for Chicago. Gafford saw his first extended run last game with Luke Cornett sidelined, and he had 32.75 fantasy points in 20 minutes, so if Drummond creates some foul trouble, or if Gafford heats up, he could thrive again as a value play. And this guy's priced up a bit, but his ownership is too low for his opportunity. Spencer Dinwiddie in a matchup versus Charlotte, in which there are 111.8 implied points for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie had 38% usage and 50 fantasy points starting for Kyrie Irving last game, despite just 9 for 21 shooting. Now he faces a softer Charlotte defense who should let him score and drive up his assist total. So there you have it. That's what I'm seeing so far for today's 11-game NBA slate. So right now, please hit that like button. If you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus courtesy of Super Draft, like the video and comment your top value play according to DraftKings salaries down below. But if you don't want to worry about salaries, head over to superdraft.io right now. They're the presenting sponsor of the Four Corners, and they're offering you $20 free with any deposit of $100 or more. And they also have their new multiplier tournaments where you don't have to know salaries. It's all just put your players in and go from there. So head over to superdraft.io right now and use that promo code AWESEMO, AWESEMO, for $20 free. And for a big slate like this, the data we have at Awesemo.com can help out a lot. So use this promo code SWITCH and HEDGE for half off your first month of Awesemo Plus. If you go to Awesemo.com/join, you can use that promo code for half off your first month, or find packages as low as $3.95 a week. So over to Awesemo.com/join right now and find a package that'll work for you. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I've got 7 days a week of NFL and NBA content, and I've been up since 6 a.m. making content today because that's how much I care. So go ahead right now and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. It'll be the Chubster, Josh Engelman, and Fast City Fear on Live Before Lock later today, so tune in then, and I'll be back with you guys tomorrow for another Four Corners. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great night, and good luck.